I am mid doing my makeup. Welcome to this week's vlog, you guys. I am in Chicago. I actually just landed literally like 5 minutes ago. We just got to the hotel room and I'm doing my makeup really quickly because we flew in this morning. Our flight was at 8 a.m. Woke up at like 5:30. I was not gonna do my makeup. So I'm just doing it really quickly, a little bit of nothing so we can go to lunch. I am starving, but I'm really excited because we're gonna go to the Ralph Lauren restaurant. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I'm so excited. I love Ralph Lauren and I'm sure that their food is great, but we are in Chicago. It was a really spontaneous trip. We literally decided to come a week ago. It was both to see Chicago. I've never been to Chicago before and my parents sort of realized that randomly. Like we were talking about cities that I would move to, like when I don't live in Miami anymore, because I've talked to you guys about this. Like I love Miami because my family's there and things like that, but not my choice of a city. So we were talking about sort of like what places I would go to, and then my dad was like, oh, you would love living in Chicago, like why don't you move to Chicago? And I was like, I've never been to Chicago, so like I can't tell you if I would live there. And he was like, you've never been to Chicago? And I was like, no, you have not taken me to Chicago. So he was like, okay, let's go next week. Literally most spontaneous trip of my life, which is crazy because my family's not really big on spontaneity. Like they are very big planners. Like we plan our trips like a year in advance. And this time they said, you know what, we're gonna book a flight. So we're here. But then I'm also taking advantage of the fact that we're in this like side of the US because there's a facility in Minnesota that I want to go visit for work, see if we sort of like hire them as our contract manufacturer. So on Wednesday we're gonna do that. We're gonna get on a 1 hour long plane ride to Minnesota, see the facility, and then come back that same day. So we're doing a little, still like work related. Today's Monday, we just got here. My makeup looks kind of funky. Like I still have that airport air, and the lighting is also very weird. My makeup looks better in person, I promise. I stained my shirt with coffee this morning. It has a big old stain here, so I just threw that in the back. Like, the stain's there, because I brought very limited clothes. We're just gonna be here for like 3 days, and I didn't want to bring a lot of things, so I don't have like a backup shirt that I could wear. So we're just gonna stick to this one and call it a day. So welcome to this week's vlog. Welcome to a few days in my life in Chicago. Like I said, both for work and also me being in Chicago for the first time. I'm starving, so let's go to lunch. Let's do a little room tour. Also, it just started pouring and I just checked the weather channel and it's gonna rain every single day that we're here. One of the days I'm wearing a skirt, so that's not great, but this is a little room tour. Let's start with the view, which is so nice. You can see the whole city. A little loungy chair here. The bed, because my sister was supposed to come on this trip with us, but then she had another trip that she realized, so she had to cancel. And I have the whole room to myself. It has a little like kitchen here. This is like the overview of the room. As much as like I miss her, it's so nice that I get this whole room to myself. She's gonna kill me when she sees this video, if she sees it, because she never watches my videos, by the way. But really nice bathroom, and then we have a shower and a tub. I want to go find my parents because we have a reservation now. But guess who came on the trip? Say hi, Caleb. He was so anxious on the plane, but he's here.
6 years, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me.
Sí, arquitectónicamente esta puede ser una de las más lindas del mundo.
Good morning. I just woke up. I cannot believe I'm filming like this. Like, I literally just woke up. I look insane. I had a really good night's sleep. Like, this bed is so nice. Hotel, please don't tell me that like hotel beds don't hit a spot and like you sleep so good in hotels. At least, like, I love hotel rooms and just their pillows, their beds, they're so nice. Anyways, I just woke up. Like I said, it's, what time is it? I think it's like 9-ish or like a little past 9. I think it's like 9:30. Wait, come say good morning, vlog. Good morning, vlog. We're in Chicago, and when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. I woke up in a really good mood. I realized that waking up in a good mood and making the best out of your day is really your choice. Like, it's your choice to wake up in the best mood ever. It's your choice to say, this is gonna be a great day. We're gonna slay it. So fun. I'm really blessed. Got all these things going on for me. Focus on the positives. That's your choice. So I'm trying to implement those habits of like waking up and being like really, really excited. Even if there's nothing exciting going on, just, it's your choice to make yourself excited. You choose how you feel. You're in control of your emotions. Anyways, got really deep for being 9 a.m. But good morning. I'm gonna take a shower, wash my hair, because it's absolutely crazy. We're gonna get ready, and I think we're just gonna play by ear today. I know that we're gonna go to the Bean. I'm really excited to go to the Bean. Obviously, iconic landmark. Yesterday, the boat ride was so pretty. Like, I pictured Chicago really pretty. I did not know that it was this big, and second, did not know how architecturally stunning it is. Like, the boat ride that we did yesterday was focusing on like the architecture of the buildings. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, modern architecture, insane. Like, if Chicago wasn't this cold, I mean, it's not cold right now, obviously, because it's summer, but like, I know that it's freezing in the winter. If Chicago wasn't freezing in the winter, I would definitely consider living here. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I'm really excited. So I'm really excited to go to the Bean. I know that we're also gonna go to like some museums, walk around, play by ear. I've seen some things on TikTok of like cool little coffee shops and little like hidden places. I love, because like I know that obviously like the big landmarks of the city are really important to go to, like the big museums and the Bean. You have to go see those places. But what I love a lot about TikTok whenever I'm traveling is finding those like little hidden gems that the locals find and that maybe you as a tourist don't know about. So I always, whenever I get to a place, I always look on TikTok, like, what are the hidden gems of the city? Like, what are these little spots that most concierges like won't tell you about because they don't even know about them, but they're so cool. So we're probably gonna bump into some of those. I'm really excited for my outfit today. It's really cute and perfect for the weather, perfect for taking pictures. I want to get some pictures. So yeah, I'll tell you guys more about our day as we figure out what we're doing, but I'm glad that we're just sort of like playing it by ear. Don't really have a crazy itinerary. So let's just hop in the shower, fix all of this, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. I also have to take Caleb out on a walk, so I kind of need to hurry up because he needs to go to the bathroom.
Cooking up the groove in the windy city. Got the bass bumping, man, ain't it pretty? Dance floors hot, DJ spinning gold. Feel the funk deep, let your body unfold. Hey now, don't stop, keep on moving, feel that rhythm. Everybody's grooving, house beats hidden, takes you higher. In this groove, you'll never tire. Woo! Get down, Chicago's in the house. Say what? Feel that funk, let's all shout. Woo! Hands up high, shake it low, catch that vibe, let it flow. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. Stepping out, light up the night, city lights.
We just got the pizza. Chicago is famous for its pizza, so of course we're gonna try it. And they recommended this really cool place, so we're gonna have lunch there, but it's so hot. We just dropped off Caleb at the hotel because he couldn't take the heat anymore, but it's a really nice day. I'm glad at least it's not like raining or something, but I'm really excited for the pizza.
Hands up high, shake it low, catch that fire, let it
We just got back to the hotel for a little bit. My parents wanted to take a nap, and I'm not gonna complain about that. Like, it is what it is. They want to take a nap. They're on vacation, so I'm just chilling in the room. I think I'm gonna watch my show. I've been watching The Hunting Wives. Not usually my type of show. It's very Texas and country, and I am not at all like a country type of person, but it's still like a crime show, and I love crime shows. So I've been watching The Hunting Wives. Literally started it 2 days ago, and I'm on the last episode. It's 8 episodes long. I binge watched it. It's really, really good. Keeps you hooked. So I'm on the last episode. I think I have like 40 minutes left of the episode, so I'm just gonna watch that while my parents take a nap, and then I'm just gonna wait for them to call me and see what's up and what we're gonna do. I know that we were debating between a museum and then there's this really nice garden that I want to go to. I saw it on TikTok, but today's Tuesday and they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I think we're gonna have to leave that for Thursday right before we head back to Miami. So we can't go to the garden, but I definitely want to go to. It looks so nice. But we can go to the museum. So I think we're gonna go to the museum right after they wake up, and then we have an opera show tonight. My family and I were very, very big on the theater, whether that's musicals, whether that's plays, whether that's ballet or the opera. We've always been really big on the theater. My parents just love the theater and have always taken us since we were very little. I was like 3 years old, going to like opera shows and Hamilton and just Broadway and the musical. We like in theaters, like we love both and all of those type of things. We always go. We're a very we're a family that loves like the arts, you know, whether that's museums, both history, science, art museums, galleries, but also, like I said, the theater we love. So I'm really excited because we're going to go to the theater tonight. It's opera, but it's The Beauty and the Beast, so that should be really nice. I've seen The Beauty and the Beast in like a musical type of way, you know, like just like the play, but I haven't seen it in opera. I don't think so. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think we have dinner like after the theater. So just like I said this morning, really playing it by ear, not too much of a crazy itinerary, which I prefer. It like gives us more like downtime, you know. So just gonna watch my show for now, and then I'll let you guys know what we do. Good morning, you guys. It's been a day since the last time that I vlogged. I didn't vlog any of yesterday. Yesterday's when we went to Minnesota to go visit the facility. I wasn't vlogging because honestly it was such a rush. Like, we woke up super early. The flight was at 8 a.m. We woke up at like 5:30, I think, because the airport here in Chicago is like an hour away from Midtown, like 45 minutes. So it was like rush, get to the airport, get to the facility. We were there all day touring it, meeting the CEOs, COOs, VPs, things like that. They have two sort of like facility locations, so we want to go see both of them, just business talk, things like that. And obviously I don't want to vlog their facility and like their, you know, confidential things. It would also be very unprofessional of me to show up like filming everything and vlogging everything. So that was that. We were there for like 4-ish, I want to say, hours, just with them, and then drove back to the airport. Our flight was at like 5:30. We got back here to Chicago at like 8, a little past 8, I think, and then we came back to the hotel. They do fireworks every Wednesday here in Chicago. I don't know why, but I love it. Like, that's so cool. I think it's every Wednesday and Saturday. I'm not sure on the Saturday part, but I know that every Wednesday the city throws fireworks, which I love. Like, that's so cool. Like, yes, let's celebrate life. Let's celebrate the city. Let's celebrate everything. So our hotel has a really, really nice terrace with a nice restaurant. It was a shame because it was kind of drizzling last night, so we couldn't sit on the outside part of the restaurant and like the terrace to enjoy like the sunset and see the fireworks. There was no sunset because it was really cloudy. They still did the fireworks, but we couldn't sit outside. We had to be like inside and watch them. It was still beautiful. The fireworks were so nice. Dinner was amazing, really yummy. And then I went to bed because I was really, really tired. So that was pretty much the day yesterday, a little summary of that since I didn't vlog any of that for you guys. But today's Thursday. It's our last day in Chicago. I think it's like 9:30 right now. I woke up a little bit ago to pack all of my carry-on, get dressed, do my makeup, all of that, and now we're gonna head out. There's a lot of things that I want to do before we leave. I want to go to this little garden that I saw on TikTok, which looks so beautiful. I think it's called like the Lincoln Park Garden. My dad wants to go to a museum. I want to go to those stores that sell like Chicago things, you know, like the like local like buy like they have like sweatshirts that say Chicago and I love Chicago and little souvenirs and things like that. I already got Roberto a little souvenir, but I want to get myself a hoodie, like a crew neck that says Chicago, and I want to get something for my little sister as well. So I want to like, I already know which one, like I saw one of those and it's not too far from the hotel, so we're going to stop there. And we want to go to steakhouse as well. My mom really wants to go to a steakhouse because apparently steakhouses here in Chicago are really good and they're like known for their pizza but also their steakhouses. So I think we're gonna try and find one for lunch, but that's it. Like, we do have a lot of things that we want to do. I don't know in what order we're gonna do them, but hopefully we can get all of those done before heading out to the airport. I thought we were getting to Miami like at 8 p.m, but apparently we get to Miami like 11 p.m, which is fine because it gives us more time here in Miami, but I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow to go to work because tomorrow is Friday, so I do have to go to work tomorrow, of course. So yeah, but I'm really excited to go spend the day here, see all of the things that we haven't gotten to see, and just soak up all of Chicago. I really want to come back. Like, I'm dying to schedule a trip with Roberto or something and then come back. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit. Let me show you guys my outfit. I have not shown you guys my outfit really well. Yesterday, I had a really nice outfit on. It was like businessy, but I love looking like formal and businessy. Kind of the vibe. But this is today's outfit. I don't know how well you guys can see me there, but I got this top recently off of Revolve. It's like an asymmetric, one shoulder off, one shoulder on, blush silky top. I love it. These jeans, also got them off of Revolve, but they're from Super Down. They go all the way down to my ankles, which I love because I'm really tall and that's hard for me to find. And then just these little slippers that match my outfit. They're not the most comfortable to walk in, but I have this little cream that actually, let me show you guys this. This is the best thing that I have ever like used in my life. I am so obsessed with this product. Literally, I love it more than any single makeup product that I own. It's called Comp Speed. You can get it off of Amazon, and it's a little balm that you apply on your feet, sort of like on more like the places that you know are going to hurt, like your toes, your ankles, every shoe I feel like hurts me in a different place, so I kind of know where they hurt me. So you apply this balm, and then because your foot's like coated and like lubricated in a way, your shoe is not going to create any friction, so you don't get any blisters. It's actually magic, like magic in a little bottle. I love it, hence why it's almost done. I need to get a new one, but I checked for them on Amazon and I think there's like, they're not going to be in stock for a while, so I'm actually really scared because I use it pretty much every single day. So I scraped it out and applied whatever I could to these shoes because these kind of hurt, but they match my outfit. Beauty is pain, people. Beauty is pain. As long as I look good, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna go find my parents, grab Caleb, and we're gonna head out for our last date in Chicago.
has not taken off. We've been just sitting in the hot plane for an hour. We're gonna get to Miami like at 1 a.m. at this point. We were supposed to get there at 11. Now we're getting at 1 a.m. It like got delayed, and then we sat on the plane for an hour. Still haven't taken off. I'm like so hot. It's so hot in here. Things that happen.
I don't know what to do. I think he's just had an exam tomorrow, just and my anxiety. We broke up. Maybe I should pretty sure she was talking shit about me. I ought to get a don't want to do for my bed today. But they make fun of me. I wish feel go back in time and change things. And yeah, that's what I would do. Just don't quote me on that.
As you guys can tell, I am back home. We just got back from Chicago. The flight back was actually crazy. The plane got delayed by so long that I ended up going to bed at like 2 a.m. and then I had to wake up the next day at 6 for my new routine, that is waking up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. And speaking of routines, this is what this week's episode is about, because I posted that same routine on my TikTok as well. I have talked to you guys about it here, and a lot of people are like, how do you do that? You know, like, how do you get yourself to actually get up from bed when the alarm goes off? So I'm going to share my tips and tricks that have made it successful for me to actually accomplish this, because anybody that knows me knows that I am not a morning person at all. Could not, like, I hate waking up early in the morning. I'm also not a night owl. Like, I love my sleep and I love just going to bed early, waking up late. That's always been me. So it was a tough, really tough habit for me to adopt and a really tough routine for me to implement. But nonetheless, I've been really good about it. So I wanted to share like proactive tips and tricks that you guys can use for any new habit or routine that you're trying to implement. So if you're new here, at the end of each episode, like at the end of the vlog, we do a little advice segment where I share a little piece of advice from personal experiences, things I've learned, mistakes I've made growing up, so that you can also apply those to your life. And we go through 4 different categories. This week's episode is for the category Baby Steps, Big Dreams, which is all about accomplishing your dreams, you know, taking those baby steps to accomplish your dreams, to get the good grades in school, to build the life and career of your dreams. But that really, honestly, all roots back to a lot of discipline, habits, routines. Like, what are you doing every second of your day that is going to propel you forward and get you to accomplish those things that you want to do? So whether that goal is a fitness journey or a mental health journey, career journey, relationship journey, doesn't matter. Whatever the goal is, it all roots back to what are the inputs that you're doing. So outputs are the results of your inputs, and your inputs are the actions that you take every day that lead to outputs. So let's talk about some proactive inputs and little tips and tricks that you can implement. So my 6 a.m. morning routine has been really, really tough. But like I said, I've been good at it because let's talk about science. Let's talk about facts and what science tells us. It takes 18 days approximately for you to implement a habit. You know, for you to create a new habit, it takes anywhere between 18 to 21 days. But it takes about 3 months for you to break a habit. That's where it's tough. Because the easiest example, if I'm thinking about like eating healthier, you want to eat healthier. Sure, 18 days of you eating healthy is very doable. What's tougher is 3 months of not eating junk food. That's the tough part. The tough part is breaking that negative habit and supplementing it for a positive habit and a habit that you want to implement. So for me, that was not waking up as late. I mean, I still go to work, you know, so I would still wake up at like 7:30, but now I was waking up at 6. So waking up at 6 the first few days, chill. You know, like the first few days, it was like, I really want to do this. This is where motivation kicks in. Motivation is when you're really excited about doing something. So the first few days, it was like, okay, perfect, done. Super proud of myself. When we were getting to like week 2, that's when I was like, well, now I kind of want to snooze my alarm. And that is why we always have to lean on discipline, not motivation. Because motivation, the root core of motivation is your feelings. And your feelings are fleeting. Your feelings are momentary. But discipline is repeated actions that actually help you accomplish things. So when my motivation ran out, I have to lean onto my discipline. And there's 2 little pieces of tips and tricks that I like to grab advice from multiple different sources, you know, and combine them. So when we look at an advice that Mel Robin gave, I saw this on like a TikTok. Actually, I don't really listen to like her long podcast, but I saw like a TikTok of it, is that when you're having a hard time doing something, like getting started, count down from 5 to 0. So in the mornings, whenever I had to wake up, and it was tough, again, we're not focusing on the first few days of me waking up at 6 a.m. Those were leaned on by motivation, by feeling, by really being really excited. Those are easy to get up. We're talking really about the days where it gets tough, because those are the days that really matters. If you overcome the tough days, you're going to be successful at implementing that new habit and routine. And then your body and you are just going to get used to it, and it's going to be a part of your life now that you're not even going to have to think twice about, and it's just going to be like clockwork. Humans are creatures of habits, creatures of routine, and honestly, creatures of discipline. We like it when things are in order, when things are repetitive, when things are the same, because it keeps us on track, it keeps us organized. So eventually you're going to do it naturally, but that is only if you get through the tough days. So the tough days, I would count down from 5 to 0. My alarm would go off, set it off, turn off my alarm. And I was like, laying in bed thinking, oh my God, I really want to snooze my alarm. I don't want to get up. Like, I'm tired today. Again, you can't lean on your feelings. You have to lean on discipline. So I knew that I had to get up, but it was tough. It was like, should I snooze my alarm? Like 9 more minutes. Cause I don't know why snoozing your alarm is not 10 minutes. It's like 8 or 9, but I was like, let me snooze my alarm, count down from 5 to 0. So in my head, I go, okay, we're going to get up. We're going to get up in 5. We're going to get up in 4. We're going to get up in 3. We're going to get up in 2. We're going to get up in 1. We're getting up, and I get up. That, I don't know what the psychology behind that is, but if you set yourself a clock that is counting downwards, you're more likely to do it. You gave yourself those 5 minutes to put all of your energy towards when it hits 0, I'm getting up. So that is it sounds like it wouldn't really be that effective, but it is. So just do that. Again, if your habit is, I don't know. Honestly, I can't think of examples right now. It's been a tough week after the trip, but count down from 5 to 0 and do it as soon as you hit 0. The second piece of advice and little tip and trick that I learned is from Layla Hermosi. You guys have heard me talk about Layla so much. She is an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, and I just love listening to her podcast because she gives business advice, but a lot of, again, my same belief. A lot of your success is reflected on the things that you do on a daily basis and all of your habits, all of your routines, and how disciplined of a person you are or not. So she talks a lot about that. And one piece of advice and like a slogan that she lives by, pardon my French, is fuck your mood, follow the plan. And that is the perfect description of motivation versus discipline, because motivation is based on your mood. If you're feeling like it, if you're not feeling like it. But your plan, accomplishing things, will only happen if you are disciplined and if you keep doing it, if you keep repeating that action. Again, inputs lead to outputs. So every single morning when I don't feel like getting up, I do the countdown and then I sit on my bed because, okay, honestly, I'm laying down, count from 5 to 0, and then 0 gets me to sit up on my bed. I'm sitting up on my bed and I'm sitting on my bed and I'm contemplating life. I'm like, I'm really tired. I could really use an extra hour of sleep. My legs hurt. I'm sore from yesterday. I don't want to go. It's gloomy outside. It's cold. I'm just thinking about how I'm feeling. And then I tell myself, fuck the mood. Follow your plan. Don't care how you're feeling. Don't care if you're tired. Don't care if you're sore. Don't care if it's gloomy. Don't care if you're cold. Don't care if you're not in the mood for it. Your plan is to implement this new routine. It's the only time that you get to go to the gym. So who cares about how you're feeling? You're going to get up. You're going to do this thing. And I get up. So those are 2 really easy pieces of advice for me to give. Really short, advice segment, but they're the most helpful and useful pieces of advice for implementing a new habit and a new routine. And I've been doing that for, honestly, I haven't even hit the 3-month mark of breaking the habit of waking up at 7:30, but I have passed the 21-day of implementing a new habit. So now my body wakes up at 5:58, right before my alarm's going to go off. I start waking up and I'm already awake because my body is used to it. That doesn't mean that I'm not tired some days. I am tired some days, and some days I am not in the mood.
And then I do all of these things, and they have been super helpful and super effective in getting me to implement my 6 a.m. morning routine. So that is how I did it. Those are two tools that I used that you can also use for any new habit that you're trying to implement. So I hope that helped. And yeah, that's how I did it. And now that I know that they're that effective for any new habit, because I feel like we're always constantly trying to improve ourselves, constantly have new projects, new desires, new things that we want to do and accomplish. That means that we're going to have to create new habits. If you want to start a new business, if you want to join a new team for sports at school, or you want to audition for this play, whatever new goal you have in mind, in order to accomplish it, you're going to have to implement a routine. If your goal is to win the soccer game, you're going to have to practice a lot. If your dream is to be in the musical at your school, where you're going to have to practice to get the audition for the role. If you want to start this new business, you're going to have to work long hours, and that means being really focused and disciplined, and maybe saying no to hanging out with people so that you can work. You're going to have to implement new habits and new disciplines in order to accomplish anything you want. Doesn't matter what area, doesn't matter how old you are. So in order to implement them, try those two things out. I will always keep implementing those for any new habits or new goals that I have and that I want to implement. So yeah, that was this week's advice segment. I hope you guys had a good and enjoyed this week's episode. Hope you guys are well and everyone's well. It's back to school season. We'll probably do a back to school season episode soon. But yeah, I will see you guys next week.